Hey everybody, Bargain Brother with you, your prize winning penny pincher, here to help you make and save money, mostly make money. This video is all about how to be successful as a small property owner for profit standpoint when you're doing it in B and C class neighborhoods. Before we get into that though, if you find value in this content, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe, share it. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so let's jump right into it. To me, there's three things that you do that make you successful as a small property owner in B to C class neighborhoods. So what is a small property owner? I'm talking about that person that has, let's just say, less than 20 units total, maybe even less than 15. Maybe they have a couple of 3 or 4 flat buildings. That's what they call them where I'm from. Where you're from, you may call them a triplex or a fourplex or a duplex if it's a 2-unit building. Maybe they have a 6-unit building and a 3-unit building for a total of 9 units. To me, this is how it's done. There's 3 factors. The first one is visibility. And this only applies to owners in B and C class areas if you are a local resident. If you're remote, if you live in Virginia, but you're investing in Michigan, well, it's obvious that you won't be able to be very visible at the property. You're probably going to hire property management and things like that, and someone else will be taking care of the building, and you'll be passively investing from afar, across country, across state lines, or in some cases in another country. But if you live near the property area that you're investing in, be visible. Go over, maybe you show up there once a week, just kind of walk the building. Maybe you do your own janitorial work. Maybe you sweep the hallway out and sweep around the building, pick up the trash, make sure it looks nice and clean. Maybe you do that stuff yourself, or maybe you just show up and be visible even if you're having someone else do that stuff for you. Now, there's a reason for this, and I'm going to get to that shortly, but number 1 is to be visible. Number 2, security. Now, if you're in B and C class neighborhoods, that's not a bad thing. A class neighborhoods is of course the cream of the crop, as high as it gets. D class is where you have the most challenges. To me, B, C class areas are where you get the most value, and I kind of go into an explanation of that in another video about the best rental property investments. I will leave a link to that video in the description for this video. But continuing on, security. So you may have some minor challenges of some, external social issues is the way I'll talk about it in B and C class areas. So secure your building, light it up. Motion lights, they're inexpensive. You can set them on timers. Your tenants will like that they never come in and out of a dark entryway to get into their home. You can do stuff like security cameras. Also, again, will make your tenants feel great. Now, security also leads to kind of like a little B-side of this second thing with security, and that's length of tenancy. You're shooting for 36 months. If your tenants feel good about where they come home to, you'll probably get 36 months out of most of them. And if you get 36 months as a length of tenancy in between tenants moving out, and you are able to refresh that apartment and get it re-rented within, say, 2 months, that means that you're rented greater than 95% of the time, and that's pretty good. I mean, that's not bad at all to have a vacancy rate less than 5%. So security is number 2, and that's huge. Now let's talk about number 3, and this part I think is overlooked a lot by very many smaller property owners when they go into communities that they don't live in and start investing. You are looking to go there to make money. That is your primary goal. You're not buying a building just to say, I own a building. You're buying the building to make money, right? But at the same time, participate in the community that you're going to. So number 3 is participation. When I say participate, when they have the block party every summer for that block where your property is located, donate to the block party. Buy a few cases of soda, some water, maybe some hot dogs and chips. Do something to become a part of the community where the people in the community don't look at you as a poacher that's just coming in to make some money and get out, but they look at you almost like, like a friend or like a part of the community, like you're actually invested in the community just like them. So participate in what's going on in the community. Be an asset to it, not what's looked at as a detriment. So to me, those are 3 things that will help you succeed. There's many more, but those are just 3 that I'm highlighting in this video to help you succeed as a small property owner in BC class areas. Most important to me and overlooked, participation, and then security, and last but not least, the first one that I highlighted, which is to be visible. So if you're visible, you focus on the security to make sure that your building or your property you have, your tenants feel great about being there. They won't want to move, which is great for you. And then you're participating in the community where the community looks at you as a partner as opposed to something negative. You're winning all day long. So that's all I have for today's video. I'll be back soon with more, telling you about ways that you can save or make money, mostly make money. And on your hike and your climb to the peak of your mountain, whether you take the stairs or the elevator, does not matter as long as you get there. On that note, I will see you guys in the next video.